We started Camp Hope in 2015 to address what we thought was a reoccurring problem, and that's the generational cycle of violence. A lot of the kids that we saw in court with their parents that were victims of abuse were coming back to us in court later as adults that were either victims themselves or perpetrators. And so this was our thought as a way to start a prevention program and get upstream of the problem. So we took 10 kids here and started Camp Hope.
When I first came to Camp Hope, I was a shy kid and genuinely just didn't want to talk to anyone at the beginning. I ended up coming out of my shell and made a lot of friends that I didn't know I could make in just 1 week. I decided to come back as a counselor because I wanted to be a role model to the kids that were coming to Camp Hope. There is always hope, and no matter what you go through, that doesn't define you as a person.
Camp Hope pairs children with professionals and says, how do we replace your trauma with creativity and kindness? How do we replace what you have seen, witnessed, or experienced with hope, with transformation, and with empowerment?
Every year, there's about 7,500 calls for service in Ventura County dealing with domestic violence. Those families need stabilization. So the next iteration was to open the Family Justice Center in 2019. And the Family Justice Center is a wraparound service model where victims of child abuse, sexual assault, domestic violence, human trafficking, elder and dependent adult abuse, and hate crimes can come and receive wraparound services, all under one roof. We know that the model is working. We started with about 1,500 clients. Today, we see over 3,000 clients a year.
Camp was really a turning point for me. I started camp when I was about 6.5 years old. I had no idea that there were so many other kids that had to go through what I went through. Some of my favorite memories from camp include when we went to Big Bear, because it was my first year in the older kids group. I just remember it was so fun being with other kids my age, and it was a really big bonding experience for me. I met some of my best friends there, including my barber, of course, and his brother. So it was just so cool.
Camp Hope does not end in camp. Our year-round mentorship program provides support to all of the children that attend camp. Our pathways consist of Pathways of Adventure, which is our trip to Catalina Island. The other pathway is Pathways of Hope. This is our equine therapy program in which children 7 to 17 go to be with horses and do non-traditional therapy. Our pathways also bring families together, and that is through our Tent or Treat events, Friendsgiving, and our holiday party.
Camp Hope has changed my life.
It's changed mine too. My favorite part of camp is seeing a once shy and reserved kid burst out of their shell and start making new friends and playing games and helping with activities. Camp Hope is a safe space, and we really want to focus on creating beautiful memories together and supporting the kids, no matter what's going on at home.
We started at Lake Lopez in 2015, 10 years ago, with 10 kids. Last year, we moved our camp, and it's at Camp Daly in Calabasas, and now is up to 80 kids. And so, what can I say? Help us with this journey. It's a good one to be on.
Camp is a culminating event, but it's the year-round touch points that help it succeed. And over the past decade, we wouldn't have been able to do this without the support of our dedicated partners, volunteers, and community members. Together, we've built a village of support to build Camp Hope and the Pathways program. We need to stop the cycle of violence and build resilience in our children. Please join us and build a legacy and a reason for these kids to believe and have hope.